What's happening, sports fans? How you doing? I am Kendrick, the sports guy. Good day to you. And a connection between a former football coach / mentor to his football player was much more than football. We're going to talk about that in this segment. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that follow button, and subscribe to the YouTube channels if you have not already done so. Those channels are Kendrick Sports Hustle as well as TFG Sports Media. Sherman Smith, who you see to the left, and Deland McCullough, who you see to the right, they both have a lot of similarities. They both played at the University of Miami of Ohio. Sherman Smith, who will become a coach there, actually recruited McCullough when he was 16 years old to play there. He would become his coach / mentor, and Smith would say he always coached by the statement of, every young man I coach, I treat him like my son. And you're going to find out there's a whole lot deeper connection between McCullough and Smith than meets the eye. Well, Sherman Smith will go on to play in the NFL. He played 7 years for the Chargers, then San Diego Chargers, and the Seattle Seahawks from 1976 to 1983. He would become an offensive coordinator for the then Washington Redskins, and then he will go back to his alma mater, again, Miami of Ohio, where he's in the Hall of Fame, and recruit the young McCullough, who would play at the University of Miami of Ohio and would be in their Hall of Fame as well. He would try his hand at the next level with the Cincinnati Bengals, that is McCullough, but he would have a serious injury to his knee as well as Smith. That ended his career. He had an injury to his knee, and then he would go into coaching. McCullough would become a running backs coach for the Kansas City Chiefs, and he is now the running backs coach for the Las Vegas Raiders. Now here is where the story gets amazing. Well, McCullough was adopted. His adoptive mother, Adele, raised him as a single parent in Youngstown, Ohio. Now when McCullough got older and ended up getting married and having a family, he went to his adoptive mother and said, hey, I want to find my biological mother. She said, gave him his blessings. He would go through the paperwork and find out that his biological mother only lived 10 minutes away from where he was staying in Youngstown, Ohio. So he was able to connect with his biological mother. Then he said, well, you know what? I want to find my biological father too. And then his mother laid the most amazing news on him. She said, well, your father's name is Sherman Smith. That's right. His football coach / mentor was his biological father. And when he went and told the news to Smith, and all he did was with open arms and says, my son. And they embraced, and that is the story. Again, this story, they told it on NBC Today a couple of days ago, and what an amazing, amazing story. The two men said they always felt like they had a connection. Matter of fact, Pete Carroll, who was the head coach of the Seattle Seahawks, and he was actually, they both worked under him. He said that some of their similarities were scary. And he said he always felt like those two had a more deeper connection than just player-coach. So what an amazing story. Deland McCullough, Sherman Smith. Sherman Smith had been his mentor and football coach for years, and then he will find out that he is his biological father. What an amazing story. There is a book out. There's a book being written called Runs in the Family, an incredible true story of football, fatherhood, and belonging. This is their story that is being told in this book. And also there could be a movie in the works. And oh, by the way, Sherman Smith would say on NBC Today that he already knows who he wants to play him. You guessed it, Denzel Washington. So what an amazing story. Again, the DNA can be something else, but just glad that these two were able to connect. So there you have it. Like to know your thoughts on this story. Mr. Sherman Smith and Deland McCullough, father-son, reunited. Talk to me in the comments. I'm Kendrick, the sports guy. We will see you on the other side, and on the next report, I am out.